Value teachers. Thank teachers.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at The Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the true Justice Wisconsin, the most requested advocate in the state, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee stand up. Yeah, Milwaukee stand up. The wonderful. We about that wonderful. We in and let's go. So tap in and let's go. We want all the smoke from Monday through Friday. Trying to bring the city home. Trying to bring the city home from wonderful. Monday through Friday. Let's go. We about that action from the block. We about that action from the block. Tap in. And it ain't no holding back. We ready. Ain't no holding back. We ready. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And I'm but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Monday, July 29th, 2024. Hey, look, we got a lot to cover. We got another powerful conversation for you. So I'm going to need you to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, y'all know it's Monday and y'all know how we get down on Mondays. Let's get the minister, the miracle minister Kevin, on the lines for this Monday prayer. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
Hey, my brother Tory, I'm doing pretty well. How are you today?
Hey, I'm feeling powerful.
As always, as you should.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy out here, a lot of, things that we got to address. We got the family of Devonte Mitchell. They're going to have a protest today at 4:00 outside the Hyatt. I got the text message. And also, there's going to be this Saturday coming up in Chicago. There's going to be an event for Sonia Massie, the one that was killed by the officer over alleged boiling water situation.
Springfield, yes, Springfield, Illinois. Right. Yes, that's awesome. They've been doing that. Seems like every day. They've been on the streets out there, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. This past Saturday, I was just participating with the Running Rebels of the Unity Walk. I think I sent you the flyer, kind of late though, about 50. And it's something that we need to do in our communities, get together as well. Just like those people who come together, we did with your walk. It was very nice to see 10 times the amount of people there. Because we need it. Because you see on the news, man, our youth, what's going on with them. I think yesterday morning, 5 was shot and dead already this morning. 8-year-old shot. It's constant, and it's like an everyday thing. It's a youth gang war or something that I don't even know about, but it's not what it seems like.
It just seems like right now, more now than ever, we need to hit the blocks and really get to going house to house, block to block, and just kind of uniting that way. I think that when we show group ideas where we do walks and things like that, I think that's something, the ideal of us standing in solidarity. But I think that now we have to roll up our sleeves and go inside our neighborhoods and go block to block. We got to take it block to block now because of the need for us to be in touch and in tune with what's going on in our communities.
Yes, and I say all this on the eve of me going back to court, because tomorrow should be like the final day of the trial for the youth in my case. But still, regardless of what he done, I don't think that changed my mindset on how I feel about our community, about our youth out there, that, they need help. And we have to be the ones that offer that help to them. Whatever it might have to be, like you say, we got to knock on some doors, whatever it takes. But we got to save our youth no matter what we got to do.
And the thing is, we have been talking about this for a long time. And like I said, my regular advocacy is door to door. So I deal with people in their front rooms many times. People call me. I go to their house. I go see them. I try to figure out the situation in the front rooms. But I'll tell you this. It's a time for everybody in our neighborhoods to become active and go and be resourceful for those in the community, because sometimes we'll wait till an incident take place and then everybody will pour into that one incident. But really, it's multiple families going through that same incident. You know what I mean? So we have to start spreading our energy amongst our community instead of waiting till we see things on the news or families on the news and just everybody piling up on that one situation. What we need to do is learn how to even out the energy across the board and become just walking resources and making these nonprofits, making these elected officials work on the behalf of the people. And until we evolve into where we're negotiating our votes for tangible outcomes, we're going to have a long way to go, because we're not really asking those with the money that can actually help bring resources into our neighborhoods, or the nonprofits that are saying that they're getting the resources on our behalf. We're not holding them accountable. And about time we find out, it's all over the news and a scandal, and nobody know where the money went.
Yes, I'm not even going to put it on these politics, because people going to be greedy no matter what.
Right.
People going to get this money because that's what they got into it for the money.
Right.
So I'm not even going to put on the politicians. The politicians kind of took some of the power from the parents by the way you discipline, but the parents still got to find a way. I'm still going to say the parents have to be the main objective, have to be the main ones to do it, because if they be a little bit more proactive, don't allow your kids to be out.
But they need resources. If there's resources out here that's available to them, that can help too. And that's what the community is for.
It would.
Because let me tell you something. If you spank a child and leave a mark and they go to that school, they can challenge you from that idea. Okay. So if you can't do that, then they should have put in other resources and ideas, alternative ideas, because, okay, I know parents that take care of their children very well, and the child went to the school, and then the CPS came and challenged the parent after they disciplined the child, and it's not even abuse. It's if you leave any kind of mark on the child. I've seen good fathers being taken out the homes because they did a hand spanking, and then they may have left a mark or something like that. So you have to be extremely careful, because there are ways to even break up good families for trying to do the right thing in this community. And I've actually had to advocate on their behalf, because it was so outrageous what they were doing to these families. And this was after the school called and said that the child was acting up and not acting the way that they supposed to. And then they went back to the school, told the teacher that, okay, they got disciplined, and then they sent Child Protective Services over to the family.
Yes, but so we know that the agenda is to break up the family, and especially the black family. That's the agenda in the first place, to break us up. But we have to overcome even that.
Hey,
I know
that's another obstacle we got to overcome. Another hurdle.
Away. Yes, the government has taken away a lot of the power. Like I say, taken away the power. You can't discipline the way you may choose to. Now, there's never been a way I chose to discipline mine, as far as corporal punishment, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But you can get through them in other ways. And I managed to do that. And, and I think mine is very successful in her adult life now, by the way she was raised. So, I mean, it can be done, but you have to find other ways. If they limit this, then find a way to strengthen some other area. But
well, look, I think you need to start a class. I need you to start a class on how to not whoop on no backsides. I mean, like I said, I'm just saying, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the only way to do it. It's multiple ways to do it. I use military ideas, push-ups, sit-ups, exercise. I use that, to discipline, because, I understand that the Child Protective Services can show up if you try to do the spanking concept. All I'm saying is that there's so many obstacles for families, And we just talking about one obstacle. We're not talking about the overall, when you have to participate, go and be involved and doing all these extra things and work and provide and all of this extra stuff that go on with raising a family. But what I'm saying is when they take your key weapon as far as your discipline concepts to try to keep your family in line away from you, then they can go to the schools and actually tell people in the schools things, and they don't even have to tell the parent. See, the school has become almost like more powerful than the parent.
Yes, but it's not all just about discipline when you raise your kids. Sometimes you just have to be more proactive and just be more involved. Go to the school when they had the meetings there. Check your child's room. If they got to walk around with these backpacks and they know that school is out, why you walk around with backpack? What do you have in it? Let me see what's in your backpack. Right. Because I'm hearing that they have all these guns inside there. Why are you allowing your kids to be out 2:30, 3:30 in the morning? Why are you allowing them to do all the things that they want to do? I mean, where is the pullback on some of that stuff?
Well, I agree.
You just let them do anything they want to do?
I agree. When I was
so those kind of things you need to just check off.
When I was coming up, it was something on the news that said it was 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yes.
And we always had to be in the house by a certain time or be in the vicinity of the house at a certain time. But it's 2024 and
for you
and I don't, it's, sometimes I scratch my head at some of the things I'm seeing.
Yes, for you to know that came on TV means you was in the house that you saw it on TV.
Facts.
Facts. Right. So you were there. Now, how many kids don't even know about that? And nowadays you can say, your parents are, because they out there with the kids. It's bad. Like your kids. Now, we had a problem years ago. My daughter was in high school. That it's still going on now. Man, when someone gets in trouble with school, they call their parents. And their parents come up there and start to fight.
Yeah,
that's why they stopped allowing phones in school, because they call people up there. So, but we need to come up there and discipline the kids. Say, what you calling me for when you get in trouble and you do it wrong? And you call me like I'm going to bail you out of this. And make it no live that, no, I am not going to be the one that gets you out. When you put yourself in there, I'm not going to be on your side trying to fight those teachers, the principal, security, and all that, when you're the one that's doing wrong. You're going to take ownership of what you've done.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you.
You need more on that side than maybe we could.
I'm going to tell you, Minister Kevin, a lot of things that are going on with the public school system make me scratch my head right now. But we have to be we have to even be more active when it comes to our children education more now than ever, because now they can walk in the library and get a book about sex and all this other stuff in the library at the school. You know what I mean? So different lifestyles. So you, if you were lazy or not coming up there, in the first place, it's going to be tough to really put the energy in that it takes now to really actually make sure that you're governing your child's well-being at home and at the school.
So we know that the politicians, the school board, some of the teachers, a lot of that stuff is not good for our kids there. But that don't mean as parents we give up. That means we fight harder.
Right. That's why I say
we got another
take it up a notch.
You just say you got another obstacle we got to overcome.
That's why we got to have that village.
So
I was thinking that we have to go back to we have to create our own village for our families. Every family should have a village of people that's willing to do the work. And sometimes we isolate ourselves from our loved ones and our friends. We get into it with them. We don't speak to them no more. We got different things that we're doing to divide us. But really, we should be working on finding ways how to come together instead of working on ways on how to cut people off.
It would be nice if we come together like that. You do need that village because it takes all kinds. People have different experiences in life, and you need to grab from each experience. Because with that experience comes knowledge, and in knowledge comes wisdom. So we need to grab from each one experience and and be able to obtain wisdom from what they went through. You see how they bumped their head. You see the things they went through. We don't want to go through that. So that's exactly, it takes the whole village. It's not all good from the village that you glean from. Some of the bad things you glean from, too. Like with just for the child, I was whooped all the time as a child. But that's something that I took out of my rear, my parents did, that I'm not going to institute that in my household for my child, because I know there's a different way.
Right.
Not saying that it's better or worse, but it's a different way.
When you know
that's
better,
not a
you
way
do
that
better.
I choose to go. Right.
Well,
and that's what I decided to do. I would do better with raising mine.
I ain't gonna even say it. I ain't gonna even say that, you know, that I was whooped. You know, my grandma went and got the switch. I had to go pick the switch out the backyard, you know, and could bring it in the house. But I don't. I never did that to my children, because, like I said, I grew up, and the next generation is supposed to add on and learn better and do better. And as we grow and know better, we have to apply that to our families. So I didn't use that same concept of discipline. But my grandmother came from Mississippi, from down south, where they did that.
Yes, it is. And to me, I always call that a slavehood mentality. Call it, whipping your child, because that's what you're doing. You get a switch, extension cord, a belt, things that resemble a whip, and you try to mimic that, and you try to whip your kids, and that's a slavehood mentality, and I never want to take that to my household.
Right, and like I said, as we grow,
which is old though, right?
Facts, and like I said, I've experienced each one of those things as discipline ideas, as a kid coming up.
Right.
But like I said, now is the time for us to regroup, rethink, and reshape our communities, and start, instead of cutting people off. And some people they say they cut off games so good that they, X, Y, and Z. But when you start cutting into the people that could be an actual resource to you and actually be a benefit to you, because when you can't go up to the school, somebody else can go up to the school, or when you can't do something, you got to have somebody around that can. That's why I say we have to build up our inner villages right now. That our support systems. I remember when a woman had called me for some assistance, and I was like, where your family at? Like, where your mother? Where your cousins at? Where your family at?
Right.
And they had cussed each other out to the point where they don't even talk. Over petty stuff. Over what? I'm like, over what? What do y'all get into it about? It'd be so small, but it'd be so devastating, because when you need the support, it's not there, because you practicing negative concepts of cutting folks off, or I feel that, petty type ideas, to where when you need to reach out for help, it's not there. And we got to stop that. We got to find ways to unite instead of finding ways to stop communicating and cutting each other off. And I think that that's a huge problem with the mentality nowadays.
Absolutely. Over petty things, like you say, you owe me $20. You took the last of my juice. You smoked my last cigarette. Things like simple things like that. And we are so quick to cut people off. That's crazy. Burning bridges. And we know we got to cross over again. So that's crazy.
But that's why we need prayer.
I'll tell you what, Tory. I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna say a prayer for our youth. But after this prayer, I'm just gonna say a silent one for Tony Smith, because I know you can tear it to him over Georgia Love.
Oh yeah, that's why he ain't show up today. Is Tony Smith in? I ain't seen him. Hey.
I'm gonna go easy on him, because he's the Marquette of Love, just like my daughter. She played for Marquette too, so I'm gonna go easy on him.
Hey. All right. Hey, Truth Nation. Hey, I need y'all to focus in from wherever you at. I need y'all to focus in, and let's get on one accord for this Monday prayer.
Amen. Father God, our city is now in a state of emergency. Every single day there are reports of so many of our youth being shot, and many others caught in the mischief. We pray that the parents, the mentors, the guardians, and others who can reach our youth can hear a word of wisdom and guidance from you, Lord. There seems to be a huge disconnect between the older generation and our youth. So we ask that you be the bridge and reconnect. Grant wisdom to the elders so that we may impart those gems into our inheritance. It is not the desire of any parent to experience the loss of their child. So God, work in our present so that we may save our future. I speak life life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, anything else you want to say, Minister Kevin?
As always, my brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we're going to have an update on the Devonte Mitchell situation. There's supposed to be a protest at 4 p.m. today outside the Hyatt. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways, so our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
On Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, I am so excited to talk about the different ways that Erie Insurance can help with our community growth, can provide job opportunities from Erie Insurance Corporate, or with our local agency force. I'm really excited about the education of generational wealth in our Black and brown communities and how we are a part of the communities here locally. There's so much more we can be a part of. Listen to me, Fred Johnson, on Diversity and Excellence, powered by Erie Insurance.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in, it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. 1 call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Working me, she working me, urging me, it be urging me. Chill it up, the top of cold, the curtain, please. I decided to go up like Major League. She just popped the just like poking beans. She just popped the say I hurt her knees. She hurted me, British Stone Hercules. Hurting me. 2 cups, Martell, board knee. 2 serve a finger.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Press conference with attorney Ben Crump and protest for Devonte Mitchell today at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency downtown, 333 West Kilbourne Avenue. It's time for justice and to spread the word. This is a text message that I got from the Mitchell family. protest today, once again, at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency downtown, 333 West Kilbourne Avenue. And I'm trying to get them to call in at 2 p.m. to kind of give us an idea of what this is about. Once again, sad situation over there. Devonte Mitchell was, I say he was murdered by the security. You know, that's what it looked like. It looked like a murder because he was pleading for his life. Thank God that we have video on the outside of what we are seeing. We know that's wrong. We know that's wrong. Those people were overzealous security that didn't have any regard for life. Any regard for life. And we're still waiting on charges. I haven't heard any charges being pressed. We're still waiting to get some charges. And I'm going to tell you right now, when we talk about, once again, another situation, another horrible situation where a black man losing his life in the city of Milwaukee due to the mishandling, you know, from a security type idea, this is so disgusting that it's 2024 and people don't know how to detain. Like, you would think that there would have been some training. If you're going to make the decision to put your hands on somebody and you're saying that you have the authority, which they really didn't have the authority to really put their hands on him outside of the Hyatt Regency. Like, once he got out the door, they really didn't have any real authority to do what they did to him, to pin him down and interrupt his breathing. They didn't really have that kind of authority like that, but they took this authority into their own hands and cost somebody their life. The recklessness is just disgusting. And I haven't heard, I'm looking up now with you know, there's still, you know, I guess the DA is waiting for something to come from the autopsy the last time we were checking. And then there was a press conference where one of the guys that was holding his legs, or that was a part of the security, or I don't even know if he was even a part of the security. I don't know what the guy that was holding his legs, I know he was there. I know he was on his legs. But he came forward and talked to the attorneys and told them what took place. And they presented that information at the last press conference. And salute to Attorney B. Ivy Lamar, Attorney Benjamin Crump, and Attorney Will Sultan that has been working on this, and the family who have came on the show multiple times to tell the community, to keep the community informed on what is going on with this situation with Devonte Mitchell. And we're going to try to keep the community informed. Once again, there is a protest today at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency. And definitely, I'm trying to get one of the family members to call in at 2 p.m. so they can give us an idea of what this protest is about. And I encourage, if you can, come out. Come out to the protest at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency downtown, 333 West Kilbourne Avenue. Once again, there's a press conference with Attorney Ben Crump. There will be a protest. The family of Devonte Mitchell will be calling in. I'm just getting a confirmation that somebody from the family will be calling in at 2 p.m. So, like I said, and once again, keep the family in your prayers right now. Keep the community in prayer. So many families in the community reaching out to me about what's going on in the city of Milwaukee, and my condolences to the family of Devonte Mitchell and to those who are suffering in the community due to losing a loved one, whether it's through the mishandling of being detained, in custody, senseless violence. When we come back, we'll have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Finding the special healthcare resources families need just got easier. Wisconsin Wayfinder Children's Resource Network helps kids with delays, disabilities, special healthcare needs, and mental health conditions. Call toll-free 877-947-2929. Ask questions. Get answers. Connect today toll-free 877-947-2929. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
I think you're spoiled. You have too many choices. We sometimes forget that having choice is a luxury. I can remember when I was a little kid, I either ate what my mother cooked for dinner or I starved. I didn't have the luxury of choice. Now we can choose anything and everything. We can choose which apps we want to be a part of. We can go and pick a new mate. We can decide what food we want to order. We have an unlimited amount of choice, and I think that we forget that choice is a luxury. You are either a winner or you're a loser. You're either going up or you're going down. You're either free or a slave. You are either woke or you are asleep. Those are called binary choices, and it's tough for people to understand just having two choices in a world that inundates us with unlimited choice. I know you don't like the candidates that are on your ballot come November. Guess what? They probably don't like you either. But you only have a binary choice. You either want this country to excel and succeed and explore new industries and be honest and fair about racial inequity. You either believe in climate change or you don't. You believe in democracy or you don't. You want a country that will do whatever it can to help people, all people, regardless of gender identity, regardless of national origin, or you want to take the low road and vote for the person that only wants to help himself with no regard for anyone else. Choice is a luxury. Unfortunately, too many of us forget that it's a luxury. Binary choice is all you have in November. I hope you choose wisely.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
You know, I'm working in the morning, and I was listening back on the Truth app.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. After dropping their first two games to the Miami Marlins, the Milwaukee Brewers were able to bounce back on Sunday in front of the home crowd for the 6-2 win, thanks in part to rookie Jackson Chourio.
Here's a fly ball to center field. Back goes Gordon, warning track, and gone! Jackson Chourio hits a home run, number 11 on the season, and the Brewers add another one.
Call there on 620 WTMJ as the first place Brewers with the win improved to 60-45. Next up for the Brew Crew is the Atlanta Braves. First pitch is set for 7:10 tonight at American Family Field. Coverage will begin on WTMJ starting at 6:30. And lastly, a quick update on the medal count for Team USA in the Paris Olympics. Team USA just trailing France by one overall medal, sitting in second place with 12, France at 13. The sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's gonna be a bunch of little kids, a bunch of little boys and girls singing this little part right here. Maybe these words, something like this. Take
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers in on the ones and twos. Hey, we got the pop culture report. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look.
Hey.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Show me the money.
Got a 4-year deal.
No doubt.
The highest paid. And right now, he's currently the highest paid.
And he deserves
NFL player right now.
He
Jordan
deserved to be the highest paid because he was the most underrated.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Jordan Love.
He showed up and showed out.
This is Tony Smith day to come in for the pop
and
culture
he ducking
report.
that smoke.
And he would miss the one where Jordan Love got the contract.
Of course he would.
Hey.
You know? Hey, hopefully he's somewhere,
listening. Hey, Tony Smith, come catch that heat now.
Come catch that smoke.
Hey, if y'all know Tony Smith, if y'all see him out and about, tell him Tory Lowe want to talk to him about this contract.
And we still got a seat on that love train.
Right. And well, now he don't get a seat now. Tony Smith he gonna have to watch from the outside.
He gonna have to hate from the outside.
He got to hate from the outside right now. Because the signing bonus, $75 million.
That part.
With a $25 million paid within 10 days.
Get that man his money.
$25 million paid by October 4th, 2024, and $25 million paid by December 27, 2024.
Salute Jordan Love. Look here, we already knew. Hey, that man deserved that. Okay, he was the most underrated. Everybody was saying what he wasn't gonna do. You know, he sat on the bench for a long time.
And it's some more stuff. It's some more stuff going on. 2025 workout bonus, $500,000.
Come on.
2025 base salary, $11.9 million, fully guaranteed.
Come on.
2025 per game roster bonus, $600,000 total.
Stand on your man. Look.
2026 workout bonus, $500,000. This contract is laced.
Good.
I would be here for the whole pop culture report
to say,
trying to read how much guaranteed money Jordan Love is about to get.
Him knowing his value, him standing on principle is what got him laced. And this is what we have to make sure we understand the moral behind this.
Right.
This
know your
man
word.
stood on his value, and they had to pay what they weighed.
Hey, look,
point blank and period.
I'm excited. I'm excited because
Me too.
I didn't want to go into the season where he had to have all of this going, the contracts and stuff. That you need a young man like Jordan Love to be geared up and ready to know that you believe totally in what he's about to do.
Because he proved himself.
Right. And the thing is, when I was trying to tell somebody, negotiations get nasty.
Come on.
And sometimes you see how people truly feel about you when you're in a negotiation. Because one side is trying to get the maximum amount, and the other side is not trying to let you get the maximum amount. So, even when you have a regular job and you go in for that little raise, and then they start pulling out sheets of paper, talk about you came in from lunch 2 minutes late. They trying to use anything they can to
give you the lease.
Right. So I think that when you talk about negotiations, sometimes when you're a young athlete, like Jordan Love, you don't want none of that. You want to make sure that you say, hey, you are our guy. I believe in you. Here you go. You know, time to perform.
You are correct.
You don't want to let the contract negotiations start feeding into the ego and chipping away at somebody. Okay, you really don't like me.
Yeah.
And that could have been the case.
That could have been.
But now that they made him the highest paid NFL player, that's what boosted. Now I'm ready. Now I feel like you want me here.
You're correct.
Now I feel like I'm free to get out here and just work hard, go to film, get in practice, do all of these things because now I feel appreciated.
I'm going to uphold what it was I showed you because we can't say he didn't prove himself. No. He proved himself.
Well, nobody said that. What I'm saying is, Tony Smith said that.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is the psychological part this is the psychological part of an athlete
into a new year.
Feeling like, hey, they want you here.
Facts.
Yeah. And that contract showed that, we want you.
We stand behind you, no doubt.
100%.
And again,
and that's what should have been done. Yeah. Facts. And to me, when I look at
his principles,
when I look at sports and I look at how we talk about these athletes, and many of them spent their whole lives trying to get to a certain point of excellence.
Yes.
So the contract has to represent that.
Come on.
So if he's the man, treat him like the man.
Come on.
Facts. And that means that the Packers have done that. Now they have done that.
Yes.
So now
and that was time for him to,
to perform. And I'm excited because, last year I did the Packer pregame show at Lambeau, the home games.
Right.
This year we running it back. And I cannot wait to get out there and feel that electricity up there at Lambeau because now we got a new leader of the pack. We got Jordan Love. He's coming behind 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and it's just a new era. And I was always excited because now the brothers got the keys to the car.
Hey, that part. And not only that, with everything going on, this is, like I said, it's pivotal. Because when you think about, athletes and how the longevity that they have, it's not that long to put their stamp on what it is they need to do in this industry. And when you got these corporations and things like that who give them the shaky deals, and we're being told to go ahead and take that deal, and he could get injured.
That's why he sat out.
Again, he sat out. He stood on his principles. He stood on his morals, and he stood on his value. And they had to pay him. And I don't think for 1 second that this young man not finna come out on fire.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jordan Love, that energy that he provided for the playoffs. Now he's coming into the season. I'm expecting Super Bowl or bust. I'm back to that. I'm back to Super Bowl or bust.
I'm with you.
I'm back to if we don't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's time to talk.
Hey, look, like I said, I'm gonna have an issue. Because now we have the energy, we have the weapons.
Yeah.
And the defense is there.
Yes.
The defense is there.
Yes.
But now we have to put it all together, and we got a new defensive strategy this year. I think we're doing a 4-3 defense. I think that right now the Packers it's all in now.
It is all in.
Yeah, we got what I think we finally have the pieces that we need.
Yes.
I didn't see the enforcer idea on defense that I really wanted, like a big name, somebody that was, like a Reggie type idea or Charles.
But it was several others that was able to bring it.
Yeah. So we got a couple guys that can be that.
Facts.
So,
and I think right now, it's pivotal too to have him solidified because he was a good leader even then.
Oh,
you understand what I'm saying?
These young people are following behind his leadership. Like when you have a young team,
they bought in
and they got a good leader.
Come on,
anything can happen.
Everything is possible.
Right. So
you have a good leader.
They already had taken on to Jordan Love. It was things that he was doing at his house with the players.
Yep.
He have already started to take on some of the nonprofit ideas, the charity ideas.
Yep.
Donald Driver gave over the softball game, the charity softball game to Jordan Love. Passed the torch.
Salute to him.
So he's already making inroads in the community off the field.
Facts. Ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even before the contract.
Facts.
So, again, it's a pivotal time in history. And I said salute to Jordan Love. Salute to the Green Bay Packers for recognizing and giving him his flowers. So he can come out here and go to work.
And
let him be about that action.
Hold on. I'm still reading the all of the money that's in this contract guaranteed. It's a lot of guaranteed money that he's getting. The 4-year, $220 million extension, $55 million a year. Powerful.
It's only right, though.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report. I want to talk about the Olympics.
Oh, Lord.
I want to talk about the messaging that a lot of people had a problem with from the Olympics.
Spells that was being cast.
Hey, look, we're going to talk about it when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
What's good, y'all? This is 1017 The Truth's Telly Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. The goal of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is to provide a platform for citizens of Milwaukee and Truth Nation to have their voices heard about concerns that have daily, direct impact. So join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Hey y'all, have you heard of Liberate MKE? We're building power for our community for our voices to be heard. We are addressing community issues by redistributing funds from the city budget into public health, housing, libraries, and more. Did you know the Milwaukee Police Department got $300 million last year and public health didn't even get a fraction of that? We're focused on funding life, not violence. If you want to be a part of that, come join us. You can find us at liberatemke.com.
At Community Life Skills Center and Counseling Services, they believe everyone deserves access to support, regardless of insurance status. Whether you're seeking guidance in spiritual matters, battling substance abuse, or overcoming trauma, they offer a safe space to heal. From family counseling to navigating grief, domestic violence to fostering healthy relationships, their diverse services cater to your needs. But they're more than just counselors. They're educators too. So reach out to them at 414-226-5604. Your breakthrough is just around the corner.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky. It's so tight. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time. It's tricky.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report. Hey, look, we got the queen, the advocate, the author Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of people online that feel insulted.
Yes, very much so.
By the Olympics opening ceremony. And it's a lot of controversy around it. There was a scene where they had drag queens and dancers lined in a long table, and the image that some believe resembled the Last Supper, portrait of Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles.
What no some believe that it was clear.
Yeah.
If you match the picture that they took and you match the picture of the Last Supper, it's an exact match. Okay.
And a spokesman for the Olympics in the Paris 2024 Olympics said that they apologized if people had taken any offense.
Your apology, see, and this is what I'm saying. It's out of order. It's out of order.
We got any audio on this, DJ Brother Z? Let's listen.
Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary, I think that Majoli really tried to really intend to celebrate community tolerance. That was his word yesterday. And looking at the result of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are of course really, really sorry.
Ma volonté n'est pas d'être.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. When you take an image of something that's, Jesus Christ, the 12 disciples, this is a painting, so, this is something that's from a famous painting.
Correct.
But why would they choose to emulate that idea, knowing that it's a Christian
They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's the imagery.
One of those ideas.
They wanted to see if we were not paying attention, apparently. But again, yes, we see it. We see you. The blasphemy that came with that for anybody that was religious. It's some things you just can't play with. We already seeing that they hypersexualizing videos that children are watching. They hypersexualizing the music awards,
right.
With all of these things. And then the person that's on the Last Supper table is a blue man that's supposed to be a Smurf. And when you look up the definition of what Smurfs are,
right.
who the
Witchcraft.
Smurfs really are, you know what I'm saying? Like how they
Gargamel made the Smurf.
Come on. No,
I'm just
I mean, Gargamel was the one that was,
facts.
leading the kids and
he made Smurf
unaliving. No.
I thought Gargamel made Smurf.
When you look deep into the Smurfs in Truth Nation, I would advise you to do that because I used to love watching the Smurfs, and then they told me the truth, and I'm like, wow. Again, the things that they do and how they done misled us for so long to believe,
and the mushrooms that came from
the dead bodies.
Yep.
Yes.
Of children.
Yes. That was lured.
Hey, like
Yes.
I said, it's a whole tale behind a lot of this stuff.
I'm telling you.
And a lot of symbolism was done during this opening ceremony with the man on the horse.
Yep. The last ride over the water.
I don't know what,
Come on.
what they trying to do here.
What they symbolize.
Right. A lot of symbolism going on.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole lot of symbolism going on. And when you understand certain things, you understand that to have you watch this, and especially children whose minds are, very impressionable, if they're promoting it or continuing to watch it, you're being, programmed.
Well, what I'm saying is they messing with the white Jesus.
Oh, yeah. That idea.
This is Leonardo da Vinci painting of the Last Supper. So a lot of people was outraged.
A lot of people have died over religion.
Right.
And you're playing with the wrong thing because people don't understand how many people have been unalived for their beliefs in religion, And again, it's a time now, we talking about the Olympics, Tory.
Right.
Like
this is seen worldwide.
Come on.
Well, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversation at the top of the hour. We're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for Black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers all-star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Wavy boy, go crazy. Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 1017 FM. Yeah. Milwaukee, it's Tory, the truth from the folk. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city home. Tory, Lowe, Monday through Friday, let's go. We got action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And look, we got a press conference with attorney Benjamin Crump, a protest for Devonte Mitchell today at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency downtown. And I think we got the Mitchell family on the lines. Let's get them on the lines. How y'all doing?
Salute.
Hey, Tory. Doing okay.
Hey, how y'all doing out there?
Well, we're holding up the best that we can, Tory.
Okay, so we have a protest today at 4 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency. Attorney Benjamin Crump will be present.
Correct.
What's going on?
He actually, they submitted, a press statement. Basically, he is wanting to continue to demand transparency and accountability for Devonte's death from the Hyatt. Because as everyone knows, that still no charges have been filed, no arrests have been made. It's like everything is stagnant.
Now, there's a situation in Chicago with Sonia Massie, where she was shot over the officer said that he was threatened by a pot of hot water, right?
Mm-hmm.
These type of situations are going on in 2024, and in that situation, that officer has been charged. But here in Milwaukee, we have video of this. The security men that was involved with this on the outside of the Hyatt. Why are there no charges in this situation? Why do you feel that way?
I think what the difference is between this case and that case is over there they have laws where, well, first of all, it was a police sheriff's deputy, and with our case with Devonte, these were security guards. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference. And then two, they have laws in Illinois that require the sheriff's deputies to turn over their body cams after a specified amount of time. Here in Wisconsin, there are no laws that forces the Hyatt, which is a private company, to turn over all of the video footage.
That's, to me, you would think that we would be a little bit further ahead when it comes to situations like this. And these security members don't have the power to apprehend outside of the Hyatt or to detain.
No, not at all. Everything that they did was wrong. Even when they were inside the Hyatt, Naisha, when Naisha seen the video, her and Darrell, it's just an atrocity what they were doing to him inside and out. In my opinion, this is something that they've been doing for a while and been getting away with it.
And it finally caught
up to him. But that's just my opinion. And it finally caught up to him, and it's just my opinion. But we're forced to give our opinions because they're not coming forth with the facts. They're not telling us anything. So we're going to come up with our own narrative until they do what they're supposed to do.
Now, the Hyatt have came out with a statement basically condemning the actions of the security.
Yeah. But, again, that didn't happen until we, as a collective, as a family, started putting the pressure on them. Remember, the Hyatt was the one that released a statement to the media the day that it happened, stating that that he came in there causing a nuisance, and when police arrived, he was unresponsive. That's what they first put out. So again, when the family got together collectively as a unit and started putting everything out here, now all of a sudden it's like they want to clean up the act because now they're forced to tell the truth.
Hey, and many times we have to apply pressure on some of these ideas where a black man loses their life, because immediately when you read the first ideas of the information that was given out, he was causing a disturbance. They were trying to demonize him and make him seem like he caused his death.
Correct.
So now you have video. Okay, so the last time we talked, you said that there was video from the inside of them pulling him outside.
Yeah, they to that one. Yeah, so the videos on the inside that we've seen, it shows you how they're treating him on the inside, which they were punching him, kicking him, hitting him with brooms, all kinds of things. And they, when they initially said that he walked out of the hotel, he did not walk out of the hotel. They drugged him out of the hotel. Two of the people that were assaulting him inside of the hotel, one had him by the feet, the other one had him by the arms, and they dragged him out of the hotel.
Drug him outside.
Yep, drug him out.
Wow.
Which is why, they need to go ahead and release those videos from the inside for everyone to see, for the world to see, so they can see what we see. You guys are just pretty much like going off of what we're telling you, and the things that we saw, But if they go ahead and release those videos to allow you all to see what we saw, then you guys could probably feel us more when we're talking about this. You know what I mean? I can understand where we're coming from and see the things that we saw. So that's like the one of the important things here that needs to happen. Like, they need to go ahead and release those videos. I don't understand why they haven't, released those videos for everyone to see, but we definitely need those videos released so everyone can see what was going on the inside of that hotel.
Once again, Truth Nation, we got the family of Devonte Mitchell on the lines. There will be a protest today and a press conference outside of the Hyatt at 4 p.m. today with the family and attorneys. What do y'all want the community to know right now about the situation that's going on today with the protest and the press conference?
Like Naisha said, we want the Hyatt to release those videos so that the world can see. And they still have yet to show us what kind of nuisance he was causing inside of that hotel, because the videos that Naisha and Darrell seen, he wasn't causing any type of nuisance. As a matter of fact, while they were beating him, Devonte wasn't even fighting back.
Wow.
So we want the videos released. We want arrests. We want charges, and we want convictions.
It's been a couple weeks now. No charges.
It's been 31 days.
What more do they need to see that they were outside? They have video. If y'all seen the video, that means that they have that video of him being drug out. And we have outside video of them ignoring his cries for help, that they were, causing his body stress where they were impeding his progress to breathe. What more do they need at this point? I mean, it's just, to me, it's just disturbing that they're waiting this long to press charges on these security members.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. Like, these people, yeah, they've been fired, but that's it. You know, they still at home with their families, kicked back, chilling, like nothing happened. You know, we out here still grieving and lost our loved ones, you know, and it's like, it's okay. What they done is okay. It's, you know, like, hey, they killed them, oh well, you know. Let's fire them, send them home, and move on with our lives is how they're making us feel. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we definitely want some charges. We definitely want some arrests, and we definitely want some convictions.
All right, well,
if it hadn't been Devonte, you know, that did this wouldn't be it wouldn't even be happening this way. Devonte would be in jail, probably up under the jail cell, you know, while they're doing their investigation and waiting for autopsy and toxicology reports to come back. Devonte would have been in jail this whole time.
If it was the other way around.
So, correct, if it was the other way around. So make it make sense.
Well, look, I appreciate y'all for keeping the community up to date on what's going on. And like I said, we will be out there as soon as the show is over with. We will definitely be out there with the family at 4. And I appreciate y'all for the fight that y'all putting up, because once again, a black man in the community losing his life unnecessarily.
Yes.
Unnecessarily. This did not have to happen.
No, it didn't. And we're inviting everyone in the community to come stand with us as a family. Help Devontae's voice be heard. The more people, the more powerful we are. And even if it just has to be us, I want everybody, the MPD, the DA, everybody to know we're not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere until Devonte gets justice. And I don't know if they're trying to wait us out. I understand that autopsy results take a minute, but still, it shouldn't be this long. If this was someone from the DA's family, someone from the MPD's family, probably even the Hyatt, they would want things to be handled differently, and I'm almost 100% positive things would have been handled differently. This is craziness, and I'm kind of embarrassed to even call this my city with stuff like this happening.
Are you seeing any energy from the electeds in the community, some of the leadership here? What are they saying?
What leadership?
Oh, wow.
Come on, Queen. Come on.
Hey, no say. Hey.
Say that.
Wow.
Yeah, I just answered your question.
Salute.
I answered your question. Again, they were just like everybody else until we started smoking them out. All of a sudden, everybody want to make statements and call my aunt and offer their condolences, but we ain't heard nothing from nobody. So, again, what leadership? If this was somebody from their family, I promise you things would be handled much differently. They would be talking, rallying, and getting everybody and their mama to come stand with them and demanding justice, and they would have made sure things would have been handled differently. You know, they thought that Devonte was a nobody. And like I believe that this is something they've been doing at the Hyatt all along, and it's now caught up with them. And I hate, it seems that, you know, they're giving the murderers a chance to get their lives together or get their affairs in order before they get the hammer, if they even get it. Because it's like Nisha said, make it make sense.
Now, there was a situation where one of the guys that was holding his legs came forward and talked to the attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got the video from the inside, you got the video from the outside, and you got a critical witness that have came forward and said what happened and no charges.
Nothing. The DA, when the protesters let us, you know, inform the family when they were going to do that protest in front of the DA's house, all of a sudden the DA reached out through two separate attorneys, you know, saying, hey, basically wanting to thwart those efforts of the protesting. And then that's when they put the statement out stating, it's going to be, 2 to 3 weeks for an autopsy and toxicology test to come back. I can understand, with the autopsy, because maybe they need to have the correct, how am I trying to say this? They want the correct way as to how somebody should be charged. But I'm hoping, like hell, with all of this time that they've taken, that they give the right charges, the maximum charges, and not no BS slap on the wrist, because it makes no sense.
I agree.
Me too. So, family, I know there was a lot of speculation, and they were saying that the head guy who was running everything was an ex-police officer. Do we know if that is certain or not, due to the fact the way that he, in the video, was saying, how he tried to demonize them, saying that he was in the ladies' bathroom, especially in a time now where they're saying that men can go in women's bathroom. I wonder what the crime was, especially knowing after your family members seen the tape and seen that, he was trying to get away from them violating him. Did we find out for sure if that was an ex-officer who was leading the charge and everything, or no?
We still don't know. When we started putting that speculation out there, all of a sudden MPD made a statement and said that they weren't one of theirs. But what we do know is the head of security there, I think his name is Frank Velasquez, he's the head of security there. He is a former MPD officer. So they have ties in some form or fashion, and he had been there for years. And the guy that killed Devonte, the one that was leading the brigade that ended his life, had been at the Hyatt for a while as well. So if those two both have been at the Hyatt for a while, there is some type of intercommingling going on there somewhere. And we also had someone that came to us, one of Devontae's friends who used to work at the Hyatt, and, started telling us, what was he saying, Nisha? He was telling us all kind of stuff that was going on at the Hyatt. And just how crooked
he was telling us. Yeah, he was letting us know how crooked the Hyatt is. That these things been going on down there at the Hyatt for years. And he's actually worked with the guy who was like leading the whole thing with my brother, the white man. He said that he's been working there over 20 years, and he kinds of like assist with the hiring and everything for like security. Like, they come to him when they're hiring people for security to get his input on that. But we was told that he's always been aggressive, the way that we seen him in that video. He's always treated people in that way. And this one particular friend of my brother who was telling us this said that he's had to intervene several of times in stopping him from hurting people. Oh, wow. So he's been doing this for a very, very long time, and, he just made mention that, the Hyatt has a lot of crooked things going on down there inside of that hotel, and that the MPD is aware of it. Like, they're tied in some type of way with the things that goes on down there, and obviously they're okay with it, which is probably why we haven't gotten any justice yet.
Wow. Well, I'll be down there today. Me and Liz will be down there.
Yes, we will.
With you at the press conference, at the protest today. And look, I appreciate y'all for keeping us up, informed on what's going on, because we don't want this to fall to the wayside.
Not at all.
We don't want this to fall to the wayside. And anytime y'all have anything that's going on, definitely make sure that I'm understanding when y'all making y'all moves, the time and the date and the place, and we'll be there. And I appreciate you for coming on. I know it's tough, but like I said, the community has to know and be involved in this, because this could have been anybody. This could be anybody's uncle, anybody's husband, anybody.
Yes. It could have been you.
It could have been me.
Brother.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
So salute.
And we thank you, Tory Lowe, for allowing us, to use your platform so that Devonte's voice can be heard. We sincerely appreciate it because it's been hard. It's like it's us against the world, and we need as much support as we can get. So thank you. Thank both of y'all, for stepping in and helping us out with this.
Hey, look.
Salute, family.
We will definitely see y'all at 4 p.m. after the show. We'll be right down there.
Yep.
And like I said, thank you for fighting. Thank you for standing in the gap. Because, like I said, this is what it takes.
And just know that you're not alone. With so many families that came before your family that, also their stories sound exactly like y'all's. And that's the sad reality of this city and how the unleadership, the misleadership that we have allowed this to continue to go on. And it's a pivotal time. So I just want y'all to know that we with y'all every step of the way. And like y'all stated, when we band together, things change. So thank you for fighting for Devonte, and we're going to fight every step of the way with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. God bless you.
All right. We'll see y'all at 4.
See y'all at 4. All right. When we come back, Truth Nation, I'm going to open up the lines. I got a question for Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I can't go back to the High Regency now. I'm done with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, unless you tell me what happened, this doesn't make any sense. Because this can happen to me. I'm a black man by myself. I don't know, what did he do to deserve that?
Nothing.
You heard someone screaming for help.
Thank you so much, Eastside Tory. And the passion that you hear in Eastside Tory's voice is the exact passion that it should be demonstrated by our elected officials.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
What do you get when you combine grilled-to-order deliciousness with only the finest Wisconsin cheeses? Cousin Sub's new Wisconsin cheese steaks, featuring either steak or chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese, sautéed onions, and their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. It's a match made in dairy heaven. And the decadence doesn't stop there. Pair your Wisconsin cheesesteak with their new Orange Dream Shake. All are available for a limited time only. Order in store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, we
don't do sparklers. We get specific instructions to bring out the bottles in stealth mode. I'm hearing there's rats in the building. They saying it's not at the part with the health code. I feel like it's none of my business. Be steadily giving opinions on that don't even concern them. I got a lot to get off on my sternum. I've been considering extending an olive branch, building bridges with that burn them. Like life too short to hold on to things. When Lowe was calling my line, I stared at the screen whenever the phone would ring.
Seven the Truth. Tory Lowe Show.
Life is a crazy
DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. We got to head over to Illinois. You know, we got to talk about this because Sonia Massie, they're having an event in Chicago this Saturday.
Yes, they are.
And you know, I'm gonna have to go down there and we're gonna participate. Salute to Carolyn Ruff.
Yep, salute Queen.
For
been in the game a long
organizing
time.
these things. This has been going on for years. We've had different situations that we had to go down there and address when it comes to police abuse.
Yes.
Police death, death in custody.
Yes.
And, you know, a lot of things are coming out about this sheriff deputy.
Oh, yeah.
That he had a disciplinary record that
was kicked out of the military due to it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So how are these officers able to continue to, knowing that they have behavioral
issues, mental health issues,
right,
due to the fact that he was married to, allegedly, he got married to his wife, and his wife's father was heading that department. So allegedly, he got the job because he married the person that was over the department that he was in. That's how he was able to maintain that job. But again, I'm saying allegedly, but yeah.
Now they're saying that officers, Police Chief Wayman, he's saying that he's recalling an alleged incident last year when he says that enraged Grayson was pressuring him to call Child Protective Service on a woman outside of Grayson's mother's home. He was waiting. He was wanting me to do stuff that was not kosher. Like he was using his authority to abuse citizens.
And we've seen it time and time again. Yes, brutalizing, abusing his authority. And again, when you look at his background, we talking about drinking and driving, just violation on top of violation. And this is why when we talk about that the public should have access to these officers and whatever stain they have on their jacket. Because again, when we go to these jobs, they run these checks on us.
Right.
You know, not only
background
that, in our community, I know several black individuals who were turned down from being a police officer due to their connects or their family's connections to whether it been selling drugs back in the day or the family having a name that was known in the streets. I mean, when you name it, they find any excuse not to hire black.
But once
but this guy with this record.
Right. But then I thought that if you have tattoos that identify a certain way, even if you're on the
clearly
the force.
Connection because of your complexion.
Oh, wow. Well, like I said, a lot of people are upset about this.
They should be.
And the way that he shot her.
Yes.
A lot of people are having, to go get counseling because they're so traumatizing.
It is.
And I always tell people, it's not just the family that's suffering.
Nope.
When you have video.
Come on.
And body camera. That's why when we feel a certain way about law enforcement, we don't have to look too far.
No.
And matter of fact, tomorrow is going to be a reason why that explains why we feel the way we feel about when the law enforcement comes and deals with our community.
Exactly.
And I don't know why people are still, don't understand why we feel that way.
I don't
this
even
is a
care
situation
why
right
they
now.
don't understand. At this point, it's blatant. We have too many examples. Right. We're talking about this is after George Floyd. This is after Breonna Taylor. Right. This is after all of these names that the world went crazy for. You understand? To bring notice on what's truly happening in the United States of America when it comes to black men and women just trying to be. Because I haven't seen any violation that none of these people made except for being black.
And the sad part about it is even with the Mitchell family, you know, it could, she called them for help.
Come on.
he went into a bathroom, I guess.
Come on.
And he lost his life.
Again,
Like,
I don't even believe that.
Well, what I'm saying is, whatever. You know,
Right,
I wasn't there.
Whatever they. Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying
what
is,
he stated.
Here we go.
The narrative.
Where you can make any mistake out here and lose your life.
Yes, you're correct.
You know, Tamir Rice, you know.
Yes. Playing with a gun.
In the park. You know.
Play gun.
So what I'm saying is we have so many instances.
Correct.
Where you could just be
taking out your
not
garbage.
breaking the law.
Taking out your garbage. Because we had a black kid being shot down for the fact of him taking out his garbage. And for jogging.
In 2024, this is still going on. And this is why I feel that we have to move beyond what we're seeing
or
the elected officials. We have to start self-governing our own community, and we have to push into that direction. And like I said, the Panthers tried it. They went out and tried to police the community and govern the community.
Correct.
I think that with the technology we have now, with the things that we're doing out here now, with what we have access to, we just have to start moving in that direction.
Yes, because I think we can curb a lot of what's going on, including what we continue to see from the people that we pay our taxes to.
Hey, we got Brian on the lines. Brian, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
How you doing, Tory? Love your show.
Bless
How you doing, Ms. Brown?
Salute, King.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that's exactly why we don't need Kamala Harris as president. We know that she used to be a prosecutor, and an egregious act like the Sonia Massie thing went down in California. I think it was back in 2017 or 2018, where a young man ran into his backyard with his grandmama. They was having a cookout, and the cops shot him in his grandmother's backyard, thinking he had a gun and he had a cell phone. And she failed to prosecute those cops for that murder.
Oh, wow.
And we already know her record as her harsh treatment of blacks in California. Now, why would we put a prosecutor who goes hand in hand with the cops in the White House? This is the major reason not to put somebody like that in the White House.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, and they try to get you on identity politics, and many people don't do the research on certain things, and they hear the word, oh, this is the first black or first this or that black, but that doesn't mean to your benefit.
Clearly no, exactly. She is not benevolent. She is nowhere near benevolent. She's never been benevolent to anybody in the black population.
Exactly.
Outside of Willie Brown, Sherwin Hughes, and what's his name, Montel Williams. That's it. 3 black men. Them the only benevolent people she's been. Them the only black people I can see that she ever been benevolent to. And them 3 people can't do anything for the black family at all.
Well,
yeah.
For the record, Willie Hines went back to his wife.
Not just her. I wouldn't put any prosecutor in the White House.
Sweet Willie went back to his wife. Okay, so
that's Sweet Willie Brown.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah.
He said the appointments that he gave her were more like ceremonial appointments, which means she really wasn't doing any hard work.
But she got paid a lot of money.
That's all on Google. That's not my speculation.
Though. But he got her.
Yeah, that's all.
She was paid.
That's all on
I
Google.
think one of the positions was like $400,000.
Yep, and she had to make 2 meetings.
Superintendent.
Correct.
Yeah. She had cook jobs.
Hey.
As long as she prosecuted black, actually,
they're trying to snip
to keep them jobs.
They're trying to snip you, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey,
you telling the truth.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for tapping
Salute, King.
Hey, you know. And this is my question of the day, and Truth Nation. I gotta have an honest conversation because I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Are you voting for skin color or policy?
Excellent question.
I mean, I'm talking about as a community.
Yeah.
Because when they say, "Oh, she running as the first black X, Y, and Z," okay. Is that what they're using to make you run to the polls? Or are you questioning the policy and the actions, or do you agree with the policies and actions of this person?
Correct.
That's all I'm asking. I want to open up the lines.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you voting for color?
Identities?
or are you voting for policy?
Hey.
I want to know.
Excellent
because
question.
Why, when we go to vote, it's all about color?
Come on.
Black. They have to use the word black. It's always about racism. They always get us emotionally charged.
But then tell us, you're using the black card. But everything, if you don't vote for me, you not black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always a threat or some kind of fear
You're not supporting. This is a black woman. Like, she don't, come on.
I just want to know, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Are you voting policy, just, because you agree with what the policies are?
Identity.
Or identity politics? I want to know, because there's so many people, when they talk to me and then I start digging with their brain to see if it all makes sense, and they start stuttering, because they don't understand beyond the word black or trigger words of outside ideas of fear-mongering.
Correct.
That's being promoted by the party. But what do you want? What do you feel needs to be done? I'm interested. Are you voting identity or policy?
Come on.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. When we come back, we're going to open up the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome to another episode of Analysis, man.
From Buck superstar Giannis.
And then I'm going to Chris at the time. What did coach mean? What do you...
And even Green Bay QB Jordan Love. There's only one call for these conversations.
I've never been in a Lambo, and I have to, right? What is this Lambo league?
Tune in to the Thanalysis Show, presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Find it today on Apple, Spotify, and anywhere you get podcasts.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneib. After dropping their first 2 games to the Miami Marlins, the Milwaukee Brewers were able to bounce back on Sunday in front of the home crowd for the 6-2 win, thanks in part to rookie Jackson Chourio.
Here's a fly ball to center field. Back goes Gordon. Warning track and gone.
Jackson Churiel hits a home run, number 11 on the season, and the Brewers add another one.
Call there on 620 WTMJ as the first place Brewers with the win improved to 60-45. Next up for the Brew Crew is the Atlanta Braves. First pitch is set for 7:10 tonight at American Family Field. Coverage will begin on WTMJ starting at 6:30. And lastly, a quick update on the medal count for Team USA in the Paris Olympics. Team USA just trailing France by 1 overall medal, sitting in second place with 12, France at 13. The Sports Update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
One on one, 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. Question of the day, Truth Nation. Are you voting based off identity, race, gender, or policy?
Hey.
I want to know. Tell the truth now.
Yes. We on the truth.
I just want you to tell the truth. Don't come in here and try to sound like you're trying to finagle something, because we gonna pick it up.
We know the foo-foo.
We gonna pick it up. I'm trying to tell you. And don't be a bot either. Don't come in talking mainstream talking points. Talk about how you feel
yes.
how you genuinely feel, and
how you broke it down,
and how you can see why you're doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Because this is an important conversation we got to have.
Yep.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Jay, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Hey. Tap in.
Hey, how you doing there, Tory and Miss Liz?
How you doing, Brother Jay?
I just want to. It's about policy with me, because I was thinking about Obama, and when I heard about Obama, guy had asked me, "Are you voting for him because he's black?" I said, I had to really figure out. I gotta do research on him before I decide on what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though she did what she did as a prosecutor, and I heard a couple of guys on the radio today, well, I'm gonna vote for her because she convicted a lot of people. But the big difference between if you saying that, Trump never did a day in jail, so he can't say that he's going through the same thing you is, because he don't know what it is sitting in jail for maybe 10, 20 years. He don't know about that. He's been having that white privilege all his life. And I guess what I'm saying is, I call myself an independent. I just want to see the policies, because the way Trump sounds sometimes, he wants to be a dictator.
So what policy do you have for the person you vote for? Okay, so what are you looking for the person you voting for? What policy do you agree with? Yeah.
Well, I agree with the policy of just helping people.
Okay,
just doing the things to help not only black people, but everybody.
What are they doing to help? What policy do you agree with?
Well, as far as the infrastructure thing, that's cool, because most of the roads around here, we need repair, we really do.
So you're a black man, I assume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also,
okay. So what policy do you agree with for the person you're voting for? What policy that helps your community move forward? What policy are you interested in that makes you say, okay, I'm for to vote for this person?
But the policy help us in the black community. That's the policy I'm talking about.
Which one? What's the name of it?
Well, I don't know. What's the name of it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many of them myself, because I'm independent. So,
but what I'm saying is, when you say you're voting policy, that means there's something that specifically policy that you like. That I'm voting for this person because of this. What is it?
Okay. That's something to think about too. It really is. It's actually something to think about.
I'm just interested.
But your first question was good, because he said, "Are you voting because she's black?"
No,
right.
Because identity.
Yeah,
policy.
Identity. I can say identity too. I'm voting for both identity and policy. That's how
we don't have a policy from you, but we definitely have an identity up from you.
Identity. Yeah.
Okay, so it's identity.
Okay.
Yeah, I say identity because but like you said, you made a good point, because you want to see what the policy is, especially when it comes to black people. Is it helping our community?
Yeah.
And her being, regardless, they say whatever color she is,
Hindu.
she'd be the first, Hindu,
yes,
whatever. She'd be the first. She'd be the first woman of color to run for president.
But not our color. What I'm saying is
not our color.
Black. It's not foundational black.
It's never going to be our color black. I heard she was biracial.
No, she's Hindu.
She Hindu?
Yes. Her father,
she's
Hindu.
Yeah. But then she, I guess you consider her a woman of color. That's all I can say.
Right. So, but I'm saying this is an interesting question because I just want to know, because sometimes they pander to us through a color idea and not really giving the policies specifically to change our neighborhood. So when I say identity or policy, are we excited once again because if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, you ain't black? Or are we? Oh no, I'm just saying. Or is it something that she's doing specifically that you say, hey, this is going to better my neighborhood?
And what I'm going to tell you, King, too, that if you go, because Kamala and everybody else is pushing the Project 2025 thing, okay? So when you say that it's about infrastructure, as a VP, she had 3 years. We've seen no infrastructure in the black community, but go on her page and see what her philosophy is, because from what I've seen, the only thing she asking you is for a donation. Her website don't have anything about what she's going to do. She's just requesting you to give her money. So the sad reality is she a VP.
And they giving it to her.
She has the experience. So why isn't her platform set up to give us a list of, one, because she had 3 years as a VP, what she's done, and two, what she's going to do as the president, because she has nothing on her website. And that's why when you get caught up with these questions, there is no platform for what it is she's saying she's going to do. There's no bullet points on her page or anything either. So not only you, but Truth Nation, go look up her page and see what she's saying that she's going to do or what she's done.
And that's all I'm saying. And
I certainly will do that.
Hey, look,
King.
I appreciate you for calling in, Jay, and trying to, answer the question as honestly as possible.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful thing. Salute, King.
And this is what I'm saying. Here we go. We energized.
All facts.
For what? For what? Just like in 2020.
Come on.
We was energized because we thought that, hey, they were going to give us some type of justice reform.
Yes.
And things like that. We thought that there was going to be some type of tangible outcome.
Yes, because they told us that,
but
it was.
Well, you got Juneteenth. They did.
We were celebrating that regardless.
But what I'm saying is that
and again,
they made it a federal holiday.
She made it clear it was for everybody.
Yeah, facts.
Everybody benefited.
And as soon as they made it a federal holiday, you saw merchandise coming from people outside our community monetizing it.
Facts.
So did we even gain from the ideal of them making it a federal holiday? I'm just saying, because when I look at behind the names of the people that's getting the merchandise, it's not a black-owned company.
We don't. Again, we didn't. When they put Juneteenth, again, we didn't patent it. Somebody that don't look like us did. So in the reality, that's a fail.
I'm just interested. I'm interested. Are you voting on identity, gender, race, or policy? Hey, look, when we come back, we got some people on the lines. We're going to try to get to everybody. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, Truth Nation, we've been entering fans into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway, and this Wednesday we finally pick our next one call That's All $5,000 giveaway winner. Be sure to tune in to Truth in the Afternoon with me this Wednesday so you don't miss your call, because if you do, we will go down to the next caller until we find our $5,000 winner. So again, that's the big Gruber 5K giveaway this Wednesday on Truth in the Afternoon with me, Dr. Ken Harris, on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 101.7 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways, so our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey y'all, have you heard of Liberate MKE? We're building power for our community for our voices to be heard. We are addressing community issues by redistributing funds from the city budget into public health, housing, libraries, and more. Did you know the Milwaukee Police Department got $300 million last year and public health didn't even get a fraction of that? We're focused on funding life, not violence. If you want to be a part of that, come join us. You can find us at liberatemke.com.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Turn my headphones up. Nothing gonna stop me now. Nothing, baby. I'm here now. We here. It's your world. Yeah. Yo, all I need is one mic.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. Look, we got a question for Truth Nation. I need some clarity, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
Are you voting for identity, gender, race, or policy?
Right.
That's it.
That's
I just want to know.
Right.
And I want you to be able to explain.
Say less.
Miss C, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss C?
Queen.
Man, look, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. It's really, really sad what y'all doing. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but because you're telling the truth. And Queen, you said look on her website. I ain't got to look on her website. 11:30 last week, station 11:30 a.m. Played a whole bunch of clips last week. She was totally dumbfounded in her clips. There was no political statement. There was no consideration for anything that was going on in our nation. She didn't bring forth no policy.
Come on.
And it's sad because she was in, and still is in the White House with the president
right now.
That stands for tutorship. You have all access to get to know what you don't know.
Come on.
About countries, about America, about whatever's going on here, whether it be good or bad.
Come on, Queen.
She didn't have no knowledge of anything. And it's very sad, and it's disgusting, and it's just disrespectful for what she has access to. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
And it's not right for us as black people not to recognize and to listen to a person's heart. You don't listen to only what's coming out, but where's your heart?
Yes, and not only that, the action, because she's been the VP for 3 years. What are we seeing? What has she done? Like I said, when we're sitting up talking about policies and the procedures on your job, they give you a list of what it is that you need to do. When you're running for office, you have to come out with a list of things that you're going to work on to change. Kamala Harris was with Joe Biden when he sat in the houses of Jacob Blake, when he met with the family of Breonna Taylor, when he met with the families of George Floyd, and they lied to those families because there is no protection for black individuals because, again, today we'll be outside the Hyatt at 4 p.m. because it's all of the things that they said that they was going to change, we're still dealing with right now. And now she's running for VP and people trying to act like she wasn't the one that told us that Joe Biden was okay and he was strong and his ability to run this country was good. But now she's running in his place because he stepped down.
Hey, look. Well, look, at the top of the hour, we're going to keep the lines open. We're going to try to read some talk to text. Hey, look, join us on 101.7 The Truth as we broadcast live. Get in the chat and holler back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Tune into the award-winning 101.7 The Truth Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be speaking with Alex Eichhorn, partner and attorney at Tayback Law, about why they are one of the best workers' compensation benefit law firms in the state and how they work to ensure that you get the workers' compensation benefits that are owed to you. Again, that is the Business Spotlight with Tayback Law this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
I'm working in the morning, and I was listening back on the Truth app.
Download the new 101.7 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 The Truth. Coming with straight truth.
Contrary to popular belief and contrary to suburban idiocy, crime is nowhere near what they say on TV.
You calling me an idiot?
I didn't call you an idiot. I said some of the people that live in suburbs that are white, that think about crime in the city as if it happens every day, people are getting slaughtered and killed, is grossly inaccurate. But you don't know because you're not here. You don't live here.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a two-time first-place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they had us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel
Your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues in the state. 101.7 FM. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. Milwaukee, stand up. We about that. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. Let's go. We about that justice, so we won't all the smoke. From Monday to Friday, trying to bring the city home smoke. Tory, Lowe, from 1 to 4, Monday to Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Salute.
Hey,
yeah.
Look, we got a question, Truth Nation. I got a question now. I want y'all to answer this honestly as possible now, because, I want to know. Inquiry minds want to know. Are you voting for identity or policy? Identity meaning gender, black, race, or policy. There's something, a policy that, or things that you like from the administration that you like that you want to vote for. I want to know. Because when it seems like when it comes to the black community, they throw out words like first black this, or black people need to do that, or Joe Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. This is the only time I see that they push color or identity on a race when it's time for election, when it's time to get the vote, when it's time to get out and vote. Not policy, not receipts, not what we can do to make things better. I don't hear none of that.
Not at all. Not only that, it behooves me how you'll call us politically ignorant, but at the same time pander to us in the same breath that you're calling us politically ignorant. But it's a new day because, like I said, now people are looking certain things up and we're figuring it out because now it's our time to do that.
Look, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Are you voting for identity or policy? White Widow, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Afternoon, you two. I miss you. I haven't been around. My time hasn't been my own. It'll slow down soon. Nevertheless, I'm done with them white Democratic elitists and their black counterpart elitists thinking they can push the narrative. Here's a black person, and people are so gullible and stupid. Yeah, they pushed a Supreme Court judge, a black woman. But guess what?
Who couldn't identify what a woman was?
She sure couldn't.
Pardon me?
She couldn't identify who a woman was.
She couldn't identify what a woman was.
Yeah, well, she's right in line. She's taking gifts from billionaires. They're saying, that Republican guy. It didn't take her long. She took gifts from Beyonce and Oprah. I don't care if it's Beyonce and Oprah. They're billionaires. Our Supreme Court system and those individuals who are supposedly going to represent the black plight, who are there on the propels of the white elitists. Come on now. Now, what I'm going to say is that I don't care about this every 4 years. You get everybody all riled up. I don't care about either one of those people. I don't care if they drop dead tomorrow, I'll tell you the truth. The fact of the matter, it's got to be local. Grassroots are from the streets.
Right.
We have to watch the local election. 40% of the city is Milwaukee. Now we got this quagmire with this recall. I don't know, is it a private organization who's running this? Because look what privatization did to our prisons and our social services. I would be very leery about that, and it's sad. Once again, our kids are caught in the middle. Our goal should be there's 40% black Milwaukeeans. Our goal should be we want 40% doctors, because I'm sick of my black women friends being misdiagnosed for years and not getting mad, but saying, I got to find a black doctor. Good luck. That's called Where's Waldo? And that's what I'm tired about. So, I don't know. This ain't a good day for me, but nevertheless, you guys take care.
All right. Hey.
You're going to be all right, Queen.
Hey,
hang in there. Salute.
Facts. Now, when we talk about identity politics, I think we got enough identity politics in the city of Milwaukee going on.
Hey, look here. Everybody,
the first black this, the first black that.
And we the worst place to be black. We the worst place to raise black children. Mass incarceration of black bodies. Again, black don't match.
I'm just saying, and I think that when we vote this way on identity and not policy, we lose because there's nothing that they're pushing that we can jump behind and say this is something that we can use to push our community forward.
You are absolutely
and this is where they got us, because even the last time when they made that run, when the big election, booties to the polls.
Come on,
who you talking to? You like,
hey,
that's insulting.
Come on, these are the same people.
No vote, no sex, basically.
And then not only that, you saying, the woman having a right to her body, aren't y'all the same ones that told us that if we don't take the vaccine that we couldn't even work and take care of our families? What about that right to our bodies? Not only women, men, and children too. We really have to make it make sense. And like I said, on both sides of the aisle, it's BS. You understand? So you have to find out your pros and your cons from each side, because nobody, not even the relationships you in, do y'all agree on everything or everything match. You have to make sure that you decide what's best for you, because like I said, when my daddy used to always say, you're going to kiss a lot of toads before you get a prince.
Hey.
And that's the reality of politics.
And the thing is, all I'm saying is, if you're voting identity, gender identity, we got examples on the local level on what that does to the neighborhood.
Come on.
It ain't like we don't have examples of voting identity.
Facts.
Okay. A lot of people, they may not follow politics to where they can understand the legislation part or the policy ideas or what benefits them or not. But they kind of understand, okay, if it's a black person, they supposed to at least know what we need or can sympathize or empathize with the struggle. This is what the concept is.
Yes, this is our concept.
But tell me how's that working?
It's not working.
When you bringing families in, since I started this show,
come on,
I brought families in from the community, real life situations.
Family after family.
And if anybody that have been a fan of the Tory Lowe show or listened to the Tory Lowe show, it's a community-driven show. This is not a celebrity-driven show.
At all.
We winning all the awards. We don't bring in popular celebrities to make our show go across the country.
These real people.
These are real people.
Real time.
Having real situations.
Come on.
And this has been going on for over 3 years.
Come on.
So what I'm saying is, from my look, from when I see what's going on, when I look at what's affecting my community, I'm wondering what's in place.
Come on.
To help us.
Nothing.
Not the identity or the gender or the sex of the person.
Come on.
What are they doing as legislators? What are they doing as people that are holding these titles to make what's going on outside my window better?
Exactly. Point blank and period. And for me, you got people talking about, insulin is $35. Illegal immigrants is getting it for free. Housing, they're getting it for free. We have black women and children right now who are homeless. And we have individuals who broke the law to get here, living, eating, sleeping, and getting schooling for free. You got to make it make sense for yourself.
Hey, and like I said, I said this a while ago. I said this last year. Ain't nothing on the left that I agree with.
Me either.
As far as to try to make my community a better community.
Against it.
It's nothing that they're talking about that resonates with what needs to happen to make my community better. It's nothing. So I don't, it's nothing on the left that I agree with, and I've been saying this for a long time. What is the policy?
Come on.
That's all I'm saying. So the right has certain things that I agree with as far as policy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about Trump.
Not at all.
But when it comes to the children, when it comes to the 101 genders, when it comes to all of these far left ideas, I'm not with all of that.
I'm definitely
that
not
goes
with
against what my grandma. You believe what you want, and if that's what you want to deal with, fine. But that's not what I was raised to be like. That's not what I was raised to, vote for or accept. And so I'm not. That's not. I'm more conservative. I'm more conservative when it comes to what's really going on.
You are correct. And people also need to understand we're talking from an advocate's perspective, because a lot of the stuff that we're doing, we don't get paid to do. All of the issues that's inside the black community is democratic. We running up against the Democrats. You understand? The work that we're doing, if they was doing their damn job, we wouldn't exist.
Facts.
Not in that world. We can do just a regular 9-to-5 job.
Facts.
And be done. But that ain't happening. And these are democratic ideas that we are running up against, who running interference on the work that we're doing. Every family that then came on here is telling the same story. That it's not a script. It's real life. And they're dealing with the backlash of that just like we are. We're talking about, again, the Democrats who have placed this new superintendent who don't have license to be a superintendent. They're going to make way for him to do what it is that he do. Mm-hmm. And he don't have the license. He don't have the credentials. He don't have the background in finance. These are the Democrats that we're talking about.
And to me, that's why I say, what are we doing here?
Because what we doing?
I'm looking on social media, and a lot of people, they don't, like you said, her website, if you go check her website, she doesn't have anything that includes policy on it.
Ain't nothing up there.
It's just
give me some money.
Donation button.
Give me some money.
So to me, that tells me, okay, if you like what Biden doing,
come on,
she's going to continue those policies.
Period.
So she's a new face, but the same agenda.
Same business.
Same agenda.
Period.
And so if you like that agenda, then continue it.
And see, that's what I'm saying though, Tory. You're talking about what Trump has on his page. Have you checked Kamala Harris' page? She don't have no bullet points of what she gonna do. She don't have no bullet points, no plan of what she has done. And in reality, all she asking you is for money on her page.
Right.
She's been a VP for 3 years. So you're telling me that you're gonna line up your page and you don't have anything on there for the people who out here trying to rally for you. You ain't giving them no points. You ain't gave them not one thing that you're gonna do. We know it's clear what she haven't done, because again, we're talking about somebody who's been VP. What has she done since she's been VP except for telling us not to call the illegal immigrants illegal immigrants? She want to call them dreamers.
All I'm saying is,
like, come on, man.
All I'm telling people is, I'm not getting into who you should vote for. I'm saying vote for whoever the policy. The things that you feel that can further what you're trying to do. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't care who you vote for.
Because at the end of the day, we still got to get out here and get the work done.
And we out here doing the work, so.
Yeah, and definitely I'm voting conservative. I am. And I'm voting for Trump. I am. Because that's why I feel it's the things that are going on. I don't agree with nothing on the left. It's no policies that I agree with. I do agree with closing the borders down. Mm-hmm. I do agree that you got to come over here through some type of process. Right. I do believe that there's only a male and a female. There's not 101 genders. I don't believe in none of that. And I don't believe in that, the sports ideas with the young girls and stuff like that. I don't believe in none of that. And other than that, I can get my own job. I can do anything else on my own.
We're doing that.
I can serve my community on my own. Come on. So the thing is, that's why I tell people, I can name the things that I want to see done. But like I said, vote your interest. Vote what you feel that is your interest.
And even if it's just, you know, the identity, that's good for you. All we're telling you to be informed.
Facts.
Don't be fooled again. Don't be bamboozled. Don't be hoodwinked. Because the reality of that is that's your loss.
Facts. And like I said, and it's my personal, I tell people my personal, just like when the shot came out, I'm not taking that shot.
At all. I didn't take it.
Period.
Me or my
but
family
some people
members.
felt like they was listening to the mainstream media and Fauci.
Yeah.
And they went along with that. So
violated their right to their body, and at the same time pushing the same narrative talking about abortion, but you force people or not for them to take care of their family or take this shot or you're not going to have a job.
So now the truth out here. So now the truth out here.
Come on.
And people who are telling the truth were silenced.
Yes, we were the conspiracy.
This is what
theorists.
the people who was telling the truth had to go through with. And now lawsuits are starting to come through.
Piling
because
up.
they tried to smother the truth.
Yes.
So they can push the agenda.
Correct.
Hey, look, when we come back, there's a pastor out of California.
Yes, it is.
That said that when he spoke out against the Kamala Harris.
Yes. She sent the goon.
She sent the IRS after him.
Yep.
Hey. I want to hear that. I want to hear what he had to say.
Me too.
Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Bringing all the smoke to you.
I love what you're doing, and this radio station is just like what it's called. It's the truth.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes for Axe Housing. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. If you work with Axe Housing, you'll average around $800 a month. No matter what barriers you think you are facing, Axe Housing will have a coach on staff that can assist you today. You can get started on a virtual home buying orientation by going to axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. And you can be well on your way to becoming a homeowner. Do not let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axehousing.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car, you've worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey y'all, have you heard of Liberate MKE? We're building power for our community for our voices to be heard. We are addressing community issues by redistributing funds from the city budget into public health, housing, libraries, and more. Did you know the Milwaukee Police Department got $300 million last year and public health didn't even get a fraction of that? We're focused on funding life, not violence. If you want to be a part of that, come join us. You can find us at liberatemke.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Out of my mind.
out my mind. I'm out of it. I can't seem to come out of it.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers here on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, look,
hey, yo.
Hey, they got the high blood pressure on the lines. You know what? I love it because
the truth irritates the lie.
Because the thing is, and somebody,
okay.
I think I saw somewhere in here that somebody said I must be getting paid. I never got paid for nothing I ever did in this community.
Not a damn dime.
Okay, so they ain't used to that. The Democrats getting paid.
Damn dime.
They the ones that the checks didn't hit the account. I have
they pay.
Let me. I'm gonna tell you this because when I say this, there's people. I got a huge audience. So if I'm getting paid by somebody, whatever they paying, I'll give the next caller that money.
Come on, because they ain't paying that.
Because they ain't paying me. I'll give you, if you can find a receipt for me saying something out here in the community that I get money from, I'll give you that check.
They ain't paying Jack.
I'll give it to you. I'll give you the money that if I'm getting anything, I'll give you that cash.
Hey, at the end of the day, you can say who paid what. The question is the Democrats paying you for you banging for them? Because, again, we sure not seeing it in the community.
I'm saying this because this is what I believe that I want to do.
Are you getting paid to bang for the Democrats because you sure ain't got nothing to show for it? This is the worst place to be black. It's the worst place to raise a black child. And again, any interference that's being ran that we're running into when we're advocating for families is Democrats.
And y'all can call me.
So run tell that.
Look, and this is what the Democrats do, mudsling.
I'm glad you're
because they can't call in. 833-212-1017. All I asked was, you doing identity or are you doing policy? And they can't answer the question. All they do is anybody that speak out against their agenda, they turn
You're a Republican.
they turn into rats.
Facts.
Democrats. And it's a preacher out in California.
Yes.
That said that he spoke out against the situation in California, and they sent the IRS his way. Let's listen.
I say what I mean what I say. I'm not changing from that. So I finally asked them, what did I say that was so wrong? And the brother who was on the team yelled out to me with a high voice, you said Kamala Harris is bad for black people, and you can't say that. I said, is that what this is all about?
Oh, wow.
I said, well, what if I told the truth? You still can't say it. Now, why am I bringing that up today? I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to the IRS. I told them, see, because let me tell you what they came to do. They said, we are here to revoke your nonprofit status, and we want to go back through, we want to go through your books and look at every offering the church raised from the day you made that statement up until this current time, and tax you for that too. And told me, now I want to say to my friends in ministry on the other side, you guys, y'all, I know y'all feel good. You got it made. Because on the other side, you can invite the politicians you like to your church. And I saw one the other day, the man invited the person he wanted and preached him. Amen. Y'all standing? Why y'all standing? Oh, okay.
You thought they was gonna get him?
I didn't know what was going on.
Hey, that's why I need
invited the man. Thank y'all to the church and preached him. I see where in town a preacher has made a commercial in his church speaking against the lieutenant governor. You can say anything you want on the other side, and you don't get a visit, you don't get harassed, you don't get anything.
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
Mobsters.
And there's a woman in town that owns a black business that spoke out against what was going on in the community and said that she supported Trump, and they tried to go over there and shut her business down.
Democrats.
Come on.
Calling her the N-word and everything.
Using the mob. Using the IRS, threatening. Not only that, remember, Biden said he was hiring all of those new IRS people to get on top of these people. So again, when you're talking about paid opposition, you better ask yourself who truly getting paid and why they pushing so hard for what's going on.
Hey, look, we going to head to the lines. Al, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, I'm going to keep it one.
Al.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your phone went out. Your phone went out, Al.
Oh, okay. What I was going to say, before the so-called illegal immigrants, they wasn't giving black people nothing. So I think that's a very short cop-out. What's going on in our neighborhoods with the Negroism, the reckless driving?
What's that called? Negroism?
Negroism. That ain't got nothing to do with no immigrants, boo. That got something to deal with us. Okay? Making excuses for disrespectful, no home training children, that should have been deep for causing black people to lose money, who go to work, who did not wait on the system, who did not wait for the government to collect a check. That don't got nothing to do with immigrants. So we got to take accountability for what goes on in our neighborhoods. And I'm not conservative, nothing. I'm conservative, bull, sugar, honey, iced tea, whether it's Democrats or the Republicans. That's what I speak out against. So I think it's very pussy willow and dandelion to use the immigrants to get mad because something is not going on in your neighborhood that you should have been doing yourself. I don't need nobody to hold my hand to do something for myself. My father said, why would you wait for resources to come from somebody when you can get off your black ass and do it yourself? That's how I was raised. And we keep going back. They're not giving us resources. Some of your grandparents came here with no education. They was able to buy houses, raise families, and do all that. And then
they burned down those neighborhoods. And that was the Democrats.
And the illegals right now is over here getting plenty money, the same money that your grandfather and our grandmother worked for and never received repair for it. So come on, Al.
And you know what? But you know what? One thing about my grandfather, he ain't let nobody keep around his stuff because he would have blew their head off. He was from this.
It sounds slick, however.
No, I'm talking about my granddaddy. My granddaddy ain't with that turn the other cheek. That's on y'all. My grandfather ain't with that.
Let you tell it. However, what I'm saying, as we move forward in 2024, we're still being redlined, denied certain things across the board while illegals are here who ain't never voted, ain't never worked for a day in their life, getting our tax dollars and getting our tax dollars.
And guess what? That's y'all fault for That's y'all fault for turning the other cheek and kissing ass.
And
that is y'all fault. That's y'all fault. And them church ass. Talking about turning the other cheek. You got to take accountability for that. Why do you keep depending on people for resources?
It don't have anything to do with being dependent.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with it. And if you're talking about the dependency, that is democratic because they want you to depend on them. We lead with nonprofit organizations because they know they're going to give you this little money and then you're going to have to reapply and push what it is they want to push.
Well, how about this? I don't care if it was Kunta Kinte and they was using the Republicans for welfare to make it better for you. But what I'm saying is we got to take accountability.
We have.
All these people that's out here, they ain't waiting on no Republicans.
And you're correct. Me and Tory, that's why we out here, because we ain't waiting on the Republicans or the Democrats.
They never helped me.
We about that action.
They ain't never did nothing for me. Neither side.
And I hear y'all talk about abortion. Y'all black ass ain't gonna raise them kids, and the way some of the kids
raising kids. The question is, do you have any kids?
Okay.
Do you have any?
Don't worry about what I got. You just worry about you take care of your own. How about that?
So you ain't got none. So don't speak on our children.
You don't know what the hell I got. You just worry about taking care of yours. How about that?
On our children.
I speak on whatever the hell I want. I'm grown, boo. I'm grown, boo.
You don't run nothing.
Like I said, fix that wig, boo. Goodbye.
Hey,
Again, like I
high
said,
blood pressure, boy.
When you have individuals who don't have children speaking bad about our children, and again, for the record, Al, you ain't been about that action. You only came out to a bar to have a drink. You didn't come out to be about that action, but you always running your mouth.
Hey. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. G, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Good afternoon, and you talking about blood pressure, Ms. Brown. Come on now.
Whose blood pressure?
You know what?
Look here. I ain't talking about nobody's. My blood pressure is not high. I'm just speaking facts, King. That's it.
So I get you, but listen, Queen, listen. I want y'all. This is what I wish. I want your wish, Tory, to come true. I want Donald Trump to win the election. I want the Republicans to take control of the House and the Senate, and then we gonna see.
But I didn't even make a wish like that.
No, but I'm being somewhat sarcastic with you. I'm messing with you. But you support Donald Trump.
I'm voting for Donald Trump. I'm voting for Trump.
I called in. Wait a minute, Tory. Who cares about the streets? Like the last caller said, I do. How do you know that, Tory? Listen to me. I'm out here every day. I contribute every day. I contribute every day to my community, Tory. I contribute every day.
Why would you say that?
Because you're talking about individualism.
The streets is
individualism. I'm not
voting for Donald Trump.
I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid, Tory. You may have drank that Kool-Aid. I ain't drinking no Kool-Aid.
Okay, what policy?
You cut off everything that I try and say to you.
No, answer the question. Do you vote identity or policy? And what policy you like?
Policy.
What policy?
Like one of your ignorant callers called in because I said policy, and you can't tell me any policy that the Republican
what policy
healthcare, Tory. Women's rights, Tory. Workers' rights, Tory.
What policy?
That's the policy. That's the policy, Tory.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying.
So you say
raising the minimum wages policy. Who's against everything that I just mentioned? Who's against that?
No, you're saying things, talking points. What policy is going to benefit
that's a policy that's been trying to get the infrastructure.
Your community.
The infrastructure bill is benefiting my community. Raising the minimum wage would benefit our community. It wouldn't. How come you look around?
Everybody wants to raise. Everybody works.
Everybody does not.
No.
The Republican Party doesn't support that.
In their neighborhoods, they have better ran communities than what's going on in our township.
Because maybe they care.
Because they're against jobs.
We got to take care of us.
You're telling me that they're against jobs? You're telling me that
we got to take care of our community.
You're telling me that their neighborhoods, when you go outside of Milwaukee and other townships, better ran townships that are red, you're telling me that we're pushing policy that's going to benefit our neighborhoods.
There's policy out there right now. If we got to take action ourselves, I'm talking about black people, not African Americans, because I'm a black man in the United States. I'm not African American. I'm not whatever. I'm a black man. Okay, don't throw that title on me.
I didn't say
we got to take care of. I didn't say you did. I'm making a point.
Okay, go right ahead.
Like Al said, we have to take care of our community. We have to care. Stop trashing it. Some of us don't care about nothing.
Okay, cool. But why would we? All we talking about is identity or policy. That's it. Y'all start running off and saying all this stuff. I asked you, what do you like? What do you like?
I just told you what I like. I just told you that.
Okay, so cool. Then vote for who you want to vote for. What's the problem?
You too. You can drink that Kool-Aid if you want to.
No, I think you drunk the Democratic
Party is not.
Our Democratic communities are ran like trash.
And some of it.
Name a development.
Some of it is
name a Democratic township that is not trash.
Not all of it, but some of it is our doing.
I can't. We
got to make a change. We got to make a change. You hear what I'm saying?
Listen. You saying drinking the Kool-Aid. I never voted Republican. Never.
You doing it now?
I'm voting for Trump. Yes. And I'm going to tell you right now. And hold on. And my grandma told me to vote Democrat straight. I voted more Democratic in my life than I ever voted. And now I am waking up to the fact that we have nothing to show for it.
We don't.
Your grandmother was a very smart lady. She raised you very well.
But what I'm saying is,
you should give her a lot of things.
Hold on. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. And I think that when you talk about I'm talking about the things that I'm concerned with, because ain't nobody, I can run circles around any. I got results. I got all the results. I'm holding a lot of the results out here.
Facts.
I'm holding a lot of the results out here, not you. And I'm saying I'm voting for Trump. Now, hey, when we come back from break, we got smoke on the lines, Truth Nation. We go get to the lines when we get back. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. There's been a lot of pushback from multiple fronts on diversity efforts in the workplace.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of heated rhetoric about the diversity, equity, inclusion, I guess, being perceived as reverse discrimination, which we fundamentally disagree with that assertion.
That's Mike Hyder. He's president and CEO of the Executive Leadership Council, or ELC, a nonprofit working to create opportunities for and boost black executives.
We look at the diversity, equity, inclusion as a piece of increasing the effectiveness of an organization's ability to be more profitable and be more successful, as how we would suggest organizations focus on it, as opposed to it being something that's perceived as a political issue.
The ELC has an index it uses to help companies measure and ramp up equity efforts. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Ain't worried about nothing. I 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 ain't worried about nothing.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, the blood pressure up on the lines today, baby. Hey, look.
They ain't wrong.
They mad because I said I'm voting for Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump. And I'm voting for Donald J. Trump. I ain't telling you who to vote for, but I'm saying I'm for to vote for Donald J. Trump.
Say less.
And so you mad? So everybody else can make their own decisions and do what they want to do. But Tory Lowe say something, and now you see. But this is the Democratic way. Mm-hmm. If you go against anything they say, especially during this time where they trying to
get lit,
re-corral the black vote, and a lot of people is exiting the Democrat Party.
Facts.
Because they ain't got nothing to show for it.
Facts. Our grandmamas didn't have nothing to show for it.
So, like I said,
like, come on.
If I'm voting for Donald J. Trump,
hey,
Mike Kimmy.
Man, that's crazy.
You on the new 1017 The Truth.
Salute.
What's going on, Queen and King? What's happening with you?
Hey, it's Milwaukee. What can we say?
See, you got Democratic prostitution going on.
Hey,
they called in back.
They banging. Got
that prostitution banging, baby. Hey, listen, Al, you too big to be that sensitive, boy. You know what I mean? Too big to be that sensitive, boy. You keep on the things I don't like. You know, I'm gonna say this to Al. Hey, Al,
And I'll tell you to your face. Anyone knows me know I'll tell you to your face. All that talk, brother, and I've been around this city all these years, my name rings in every circle. The things you talk about, when you talk about what we want to accept from the police, I've done it. I've literally went at them. I've never seen your name ring anywhere but on these damn stations.
That part.
When you call in, though, you call in every other 5 seconds, and all you do, if I was to put a white face on you, boy, you'd be the Klan.
Come on.
You call in about black folks, and you talk like the Klan does.
Oh, wow.
About what we want to do. Negro, we do things every day.
Come on.
You wouldn't come around the brothers. Our bill wouldn't do that. We send your ass packing. You never see another radio station. Ever. You come around there talking that kind of noise. We men for real.
That part.
And the thing about that is, the disrespect about that is, man, you sit here, you got to take it how it comes, brother. You keep talking about like, what they not. Listen, man, we built this country, brother.
Come on, say
we
it.
built it.
That part.
So there's no way that we build something and you telling us that you sound just like them white folks. Well, first you got to clean up your community. That community is not cleaned up. They got meth and all kind of overran with fentanyl deaths, and that's a problem within that community. You don't see no one talking to them. When have you ever said, like, well, clean up your community first. Get the drugs out your community. It's foolishness. And to the Negro that called in, listen, boy, hush up, boy. Because I'm going to tell you like this here. I was the one that told you about policy. Negro, Democrats have not raised, and I'm not Democrat nor Republican, and I would say this to you. Negro, no one has raised the minimum wage. What are you talking about? He's talking about the minimum wage being raised. When was it raised nationally? It has not been raised. Democrats, when you look at their donors, just like Republicans, their donors are big business, big money business. Thanks. So let me talk to you two panty bandits and get y'all together. And let me ask you this: what are y'all, since you complain so much about Republicans, stop using things that Republicans make? And I'm all for it. If you're going to be a diehard Republican till you die, then make sure you don't use any companies that are ran by Republicans. You make sure if you get a doctor, you want a Democratic doctor. You make sure if your life is hanging in balance, don't touch me. I don't want a Republican. You sound silly.
Hey, look. Hey, 833-212-1017. We having a great conversation.
We is.
Another powerful conversation.
It has to happen because the family has to be able to speak their minds and, agree to disagree.
Eddie, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yes, Tory. Yes, Elizabeth. How are you today?
Here we go.
What's going on, Eddie?
How you doing, Eddie?
What a mess. First of all, I can't even understand what the hell Al's saying. He sounds like a Navajo code talker. I don't even know what he is saying at this point. Let me say this. I'm very proud of you two because it seems like you've awoken to sensibilities. Yeah. And now I see you guys get it, how dysfunctional the left and the Democratic Party are. You're starting to get it, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of both of you.
Hey, Eddie.
I'm going
to tell you right now, if I had to listen to you, I wouldn't even vote.
Facts. You would be the cause of
You'd be the cause of me just sitting on the couch. Yeah, facts.
If you
so do you think if I talk to
a spokesperson, I would sit on the couch, Eddie.
Yeah. Thank God you're not.
So do you think a lot of black people feel that way?
About you,
so if I talk to a bunch of black people, they wanted to go and vote?
They would sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Because that's a good strategy for us then.
Yeah.
I could go to Democratic neighborhoods.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Eddie. You wouldn't even make it 2 seconds running around the Democratic neighborhood.
I mean, not even with the Republicans.
Are you talking about violence?
No. What I'm saying is they would not listen to you. You wouldn't even get a crowd to listen to you.
You irritate everybody.
I don't believe that.
You wouldn't even make it to having even a conversation because nobody would even listen.
That's why you never come to none of the calls.
No, I don't believe that because that's the way you two felt back in October and November. Then I started working on you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Eddie. If I wasn't dealing with the certain things that I feel personally about what's going on, and if I had to listen to you for information, I would think the world is going to blow up at the end of November. I would just not.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't even help.
Eddie, we're about that action on 101.7.
I'm about the action.
And you ain't never put in no action.
Came out to nothing.
I'm about the action.
You're in the same boat with Al. Y'all run y'all mouth and y'all do nothing.
I almost got twerked to death.
No,
I almost got shot.
No, we're 3 years in, and we have not seen you at a call to action, but you call in every day and run your mouth.
I almost got twerked to death. I almost got shot by a bullet. Somebody was shooting. I think your daughter was there on a Juneteenth.
Stop it.
I was a victim. But let me throw something else out there. Tory, you need a consigliere for the show, a middleman who can arbitrate through these arguments. Maybe somebody Caucasian, somebody who's smart and funny and witty and articulate. And an academic, somebody who's got bravado with a full head of hair.
I'm going to tell you, Eddie, my whole life ain't nobody ever spoke for me. And I'll tell you,
and it ain't going
to start today. and I'll never sit at a table that I don't create.
Now, we can manage you, Eddie, because you need a comedy hour.
I can get him at the Improv.
We need
Eddie,
to get you at the Improv.
I can get you at the
White
Improv.
Eddie at the Improv.
And I believe that you can make some money, Eddie.
Tory,
I believe you.
Liz, you know, I'm a shy man. I don't like to give out my opinions or tell people how to think or feel or live. You know that about me. I'm a quiet man. I just want to smoke my pipe and plant my tomatoes and maybe make some pasta sauce. That's all I'm asking for, Tory. That's all I'm asking for, Liz.
You got a career in comedy.
Yeah, I think you missed the bus. You definitely hilarious.
I think they got classes. I think they got classes teaching people how to get their comedic timing down, Eddie. But I think you might go.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, Eddie.
Bye.
Hey, I can manage you.
I can manage them too.
Hey, I'll get the tomatoes out for the crowd to throw at them too.
the rotten tomatoes.
Right. Derek, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
How you doing, Tory and Liz?
Salute.
Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yes,
we can.
How you doing, brother Derek?
Okay. Let's go to the Democratic agenda. It hasn't changed since they started to try to run against Trump the first time. It hasn't changed. The Democratic agenda is the same thing. Here it is. The Green New Deal. That means everybody in a gas-powered car in 10 years, well, less than 10 years now, you'll be out of them cars and you'll be forced into light rail or electric cars if you can afford them. Okay, that's part of their agenda. Another part of the agenda is carbon taxes, which means you're going to get charged for how you live your life on a daily basis, how much air, oxygen you breathe,
carbon footprint,
how much energy, with your carbon, exactly, your carbon footprint, how you manage your house. You're gonna in the wintertime, you know, we like to jack our stuff up to 80 degrees. Well, under Democrats' rule, they're going to want to manage it at 65 to 70 degrees, and you won't be able to turn it up any higher. Same with the AC when it's hot. You won't be able to go up a certain amount. Everything will be monitored and controlled, and they're Democrats on a utopia like I don't know if most people read this book, but go read George Orwell's 1984. That's the Democratic agenda. Their agenda has been Agenda 21 since the late 60s, written by Maurice Strong. So I have never, ever supported or voted for a Democrat because, number one, they don't make up any new policy. They just follow the agenda of think tanks. Now, as far as Donald Trump, he represents pushback to normalcy, and that's why I support Trump. During the time of Trump, we had the highest employment for black men known at any time, the highest employment. Everybody was making money. The only thing that derailed Trump was that fake pandemic. That's it, bottom line. That's the only thing that derailed it. And Trump was the first one that said, well, if we get in the pandemic, close the borders. But you know who was the first person to say, no, don't close the borders because that's racist. You know who said that? Biden. Biden said, keep the borders open. That ensured the pandemic went throughout this country. But Trump was the first politician to say, close the borders. But the Democrats pushed back against it, said, no, keep the borders open. And we know the rest is history.
Hey, do we got time to take another call at DJ Brother Z? Lana Banana. You on the news.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Truth. How you doing, Lana?
Salute.
I'm fine. Okay, I'll make it kind of quick. I had to stretch a little bit. I I'm so glad this conversation happened today because I've been waiting and sitting back and just waiting for the right time. But first of all, I just want to say that every time Eddie calls, he has to let everybody know that he's white or Caucasian and that he has beautiful hair. But then everything negative. Wait a minute, huh?
I say he's trying to get a date.
I'm sorry. Isn't he married? And he said his wife is a debate.
He ain't never been married. Come on. He ain't never been married yet.
I see why he's having it. But anyway, you know, and he always, you know, and he's always like putting negative adjectives to black people, you know, like he don't date sisters because sisters having anger problems. And, you know, so I think he's uncomfortable being around black people, but he tried to be comfortable by making him appear to be superior and we are inferior, and that what makes him feel comfortable. And that's why he often has to constantly remind us that he is a Caucasian and he's white and has beautiful hair. Okay, now, next. I am so glad that this happened because I think Al has been trying to be a little passive-aggressive with me talking, you know, with me too, because I had said something about having a panic attack. And he had made a comment a couple of days ago and said something about a panic attack, go to the doctor, and it had nothing to do with his comment. So we was confused, like, what is he talking about? So I think he was throwing shots at me, and I had made a comment about reparations, and I said a date at Dr. Ken Harris's show, and Al called in. He said, well, in 1950, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like a competition. It's like we're learning from each other. That's what it is. So
that's exactly what it is.
So if you got to do that, then you're the one with the problem.
Again, the emotional intelligence, like I said, you know, I don't take anything personal, especially if people not out here working. Al calls in, he's not active, he is not an issue.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. Whatever you're trying to do, we just having a conversation.
And it's real.
And God bless you. Because at the end of the day, people going to make the decisions that they want to make.
Yes.
And but like I said, and they have a right to do that. And like I said, for those who are nasty and radish, you know, donkey gangish, and whatever you claiming, and you're trying to go against what people are trying to do for themselves.
Exactly.
That goes to show a lot about who you are.
Or trying to exploit our children and talk down on our children. I'm always going to run resistance to that.
Hey, look,
period.
When we come back, I want to get your final thoughts, Elizabeth Brown, as usual. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
For love of the game.
There's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
And love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Bucks stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
Tune
into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Business Spotlight Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Your girl Noni Juice will be joined by Eduardo, the Regional CRA Residential Loan Director at Associated Bank. Eduardo and I will discuss home ownership for first-time home buyers, so you will not want to miss these great tips that he shares. So again, tune into the Business Spotlight with Associated Bank on Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey y'all, have you heard of Liberate MKE? We're building power for our community for our voices to be heard. We are addressing community issues by redistributing funds from the city budget into public health, housing, libraries, and more. Did you know the Milwaukee Police Department got $300 million last year and public health didn't even get a fraction of that? We're focused on funding life, not violence. If you want to be a part of that, come join us. You can find us at liberatemke.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, it's another powerful conversation.
Very much so powerful, and we need to run it back every day. Look here, Truth Nation. It don't matter what you represent. It don't matter what you stand for. If that's what you believe, stand 10 toes down on it. All we saying is as long as you stay in your lane, we won't have no traffic. At the end of the day, it's about educating ourselves. We trying to spark you to think for yourself. Stand on what it is you believe in and not what you're being programmed to believe. Do your research. That's all we saying. Hey. At the end of the day, it's all love, and the goal is for us to get you active, because when you out here, they can't tell you what it is. You're going to be a witness to it. So with that being said, I love you, and we're going to run it back.
Hey, look, I'm looking at the polls. Are you voting based off identity, race, gender, or policy? Policy is at 88%. Identity is at 11%. Hey,
look
all
here.
Right.
Today was a beautiful day.
Hey, join us tomorrow for another powerful conversation, Truth Nation. All right, Queen.
Hey, all right, King.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, look for 1 and 4. Let's get it. All right, Queen.
All right,
hey,
King.
look, and no matter what you decide to do, look, make sure we get out here and get active, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
You never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. In terms is how you stand up. LUP the man, cause the brand that the fans trust.